There is family you're connected to because you're related. And then within that group, there are people that you're fortunate to love and enjoy simply because of the person they are. That was Jordan for us. When Jordan was born, Al and I didn't yet have children of our own. We took our aunt-uncle responsibilities seriously and would often schedule days of fun exploring New York City, going to museums, art galleries, sporting events, and other fun excursions. From the beginning, Jordan was a kind, sweet, thoughtful soul. As he grew, so too did our relationship. We didn't always agree with his judgment, but the positive intent was always there. As some of you know, his grandma Bridget had written a book many years ago called The Man with Many Telephones. One year for Bridget's birthday, he ran up to her excitedly and said, "Nanny, I got you something amazing for your birthday." He proceeded to lift his shirt and show her a tattoo of the man with many telephones that he'd gotten on his left side. While Bridget certainly appreciated the gesture, she said, "You could have just gotten me flowers, Jordan." His teenage years were rocky. There were times he felt it best to call Al and me instead of dealing with his parents. Sometimes it was for advice. Other times it was for a 2 a.m. emergency Uber ride back from a music festival when his phone was on 3% and he'd run out of money. There were many situations like this, but even during those troubled times, his sweetness permeated. His tattoos were a source of both frustration and amusement for the family. A few years ago, he had the word left tattooed on his right foot and right tattooed on his left foot. When he showed this to us, we were in disbelief. "Jordan, what are you doing? You know these are permanent, right?" He responded with that mischievous grin and said, "When I look down at my feet, I think of the absurdity of life, and it just makes me smile." That was Jordan, his own unique blend of thoughtful, funny, and outside-the-box viewpoints. As he blossomed into a young adult, we watched with pride as he began channeling these attributes into his professional life. Jordan and I shared a similar indifference to formal schooling, but once he was unleashed on the business world, he was incredibly driven. His transition from college to business flipped a switch inside of him, and his desire to continually improve became insatiable. He worked like a maniac. He got in great shape. He focused passionately on family and friends. Witnessing this transformation from a troubled teenager into an awesome, intelligent, fun-loving young man has been pure joy for all the family and friends that care so much about him. He couldn't get enough of business, constantly trying to figure out needs and how to fill them. He loved the simple concept of buy for $1, sell for $2. In fact, within the family, his name became synonymous with the concept of side hustle. Some of them were well thought out, others half-baked. Regardless, he always had projects going on, promoting a handbag resale program, luxury car rentals, and most recently marketing COVID employee retention credits. Over the past few years, the Evans crew had an investment club where we would periodically have a Zoom call to discuss what we should buy and sell. Without fail, Jordan always had the group's most thoughtful, counterintuitive ideas. I have met people in my life who had that rare ability to go all out in every aspect of theirs. Jordan would routinely party late into the night, only to wake up early and head to Runyon for 2-hour hikes, where he would frequently run into my sister-in-law, Samantha. As always, he was delighted to see family members. From there, he'd work tirelessly all day and start all over again, partying into the night. He crammed a lot of living into his 25 years. Jordan was a spectacular conversationalist, always with his own interesting, funny, silly viewpoints. He was a phenomenal listener, asking question after question, genuinely enjoying and interested in whomever he was interacting with. Some people just shine, and Jordan was one of those people. He loved family. Whenever he came home to visit from LA, it was cause for celebration, and the family get-togethers had a sparkle not there in his absence. Even when we disagreed with the wisdom he was passing on to our children, like sparklers and bottle service make every party more fun, we couldn't help but enjoy his boundless enthusiasm. It is the human condition that we take things for granted until they're gone. I've always known Jordan and I had a special relationship, but didn't realize how special until reflecting on it these past few days. Our overlap of interests is as strong as I've had with anyone. Tech, self-improvement, business, basketball, great content, and our extreme love for family and close friends. The list goes on and on. Only a week and a half ago, Jordan and I were sharing our 2023 goals list. Other than, you guessed it, more tattoos, his list was filled with eclectic goals ranging from business to health to experiences he wanted to have, places he wanted to explore, and investments he wanted to make. Jordan was special. There is no replacing the void his absence has left us. We will miss him so much.
I'm going to call all the next speakers together so that you can come and sit up front and have easy access to the bima. We're going to hear from Adam Lefkowitz, Hunter Cohen, Sam Ismaili, and Justin Young.